Guys, of FluFF.com, and today's lesson is about how to find invisible deals in your local city, in your local town, in your local metroplex. Okay, in other words, how do you find deals that other people don't find in your own backyard? How do you find the deals that are off market? Okay, how do you find these deals that no one else has, not the real estate agent, not the investors, not the MLS? How do you find these deals that sellers are willing to sell you their home at 60 cents on a dollar? Sellers are willing to sell your home with the loan in play, so you can just take over their payments, where sellers are willing to sell your home even if there's free and clear and they don't have a mortgage on it, and do what's called seller financing. How do you find invisible deals in your own backyard? And that's what I'm going to teach you guys. So let's go ahead and pull the curtain back and get started. And before I dive in, I want to let you know, guys, that I've started a community for all of you guys to help you do deals. Go check it out. It's called community.mrnofluff.com. So community.mrnofluff.com. And it's a free forum. You guys go introduce yourself, whatever business you're in. If you're an investor, a realtor, if you're a contractor, you own a moving company, hard money lender, whatever it is, you go out there and tell me about and tell other people about your company, your business. You can network with other people. I'm going to be on there actively answering your questions to help you guys succeed. Okay. So again, it's community.mrnofluff.com. So go check it out. And I also have a Facebook group, but we're going to be more active on our own community forum versus the Facebook group, guys. So if you're interested in the Facebook group, just go to Facebook and just type in My Real Estate Dojo, and you'll see the group pop up. Anyways, so let's pull the curtain back and how to find invisible deals. Now, you cannot do what the traditional people do, okay? What does that mean? If you're going the same path that is traditional, for example, if you want to be an investor and you're going to the foreclosure auction, okay, that's not really traditional. You're going there and there's a round of people there. If you have never been to a foreclosure auction, I highly recommend going there, and they're just bidding on properties. Can you find a deal? Yeah, but you're not going to get a smoking deal. You're definitely not going to get a deal 60 cents on a dollar. You're definitely not going to get a deal where the seller is going to give you seller financing. At an auction, you have to pay all the money up front right then and there. Okay, so you got to come in with the cash in hand. You can't even say, well, I'll pay you tomorrow. Okay. Now, if you're an investor and you want to find jewels and diamonds, you cannot go to the foreclosure auction. You cannot get on the MLS. You can't go on the MLS and what the realtors are and trying to find a deal there. Now, can you buy deals there? Yes, absolutely. Is there motivated sellers on the MLS? Absolutely. When I was motivated just about 2 years ago, okay, before I decided to go on my journey, I sold all my stuff for pennies on the dollar, but majority of my stuff I give to homeless people. But the stuff that I couldn't, I sold it pennies on a dollar. I listed my home on the MLS and I sold it for $120,000 below the market. Just sell it real fast because I had a lot of equity in it. So I left that much on there. But you weren't going to get a deal 60 cents on a dollar, right? And when I sold, it was at the top of the market, right? I mean, like the market was already inflated, So even though I left 120, I had already made a lot of money from it. I made like I think 80 to 100,000 myself. So I could have made more, but I didn't care. I wanted to go pursue a purposeful life without accumulation, without just me beating someone else so I can become number one. I was tired of that disease of constantly climbing mountains and wanting more and more expansion and more accumulation. But that's a different story. But coming to the story of finding invisible deals, are there motivated sellers on the MLS? Yes. Can you get 60 cents on a dollar deal? I don't want to say it's impossible, but hardly not, dude. The MLS is mostly for retail buyers. What is a retail buyer? So someone that's buying their dream home. Okay, they want that perfect way it is. They want the blue fences and etc. Now, can you get deals at the auction? Yes. Can you get deals on the MLS? Yes. Okay, but they're not going to be those home run deals, dude. They're not going to be those deals where you're going to get a deep discount, or you're going to get those with seller financing where you don't have to go to the bank. The homeowner will finance it for you If they have a mortgage, they'll let you take over their mortgage. And if they don't have a mortgage, then you could create some kind of win-win situation for them. So they get some kind of seller financing, so they get some money now and some later, simply put. So you're asking yourself, well, Mike, well, where can I find these invisible deals? Okay, where can I go where I don't have to talk to the bank? I don't have to talk to a middleman like an agent, where I don't have to go where there's a bunch of people fishing in some small pond like the auction. Where do I have to go for that? Okay, and as Mr. Investor, I only deal with motivated homeowners direct. So my invisible deals that come through that everyone doesn't see it is because I deal with homeowners direct. I don't deal with agents. I don't deal with banks. I don't deal with REIs. I don't deal with the auction. I don't deal with any of that. Now, I'm not saying that they're not good. It's just not my cup of tea. I like to go fishing where there's fishermen there. It's peaceful. It's quiet. Okay? I mean, maybe I'm lazy. I like to go somewhere where there's not that much competition. I don't have to work hard because I've already used my imagination powerfully to use this way, right? So how do I find these invisible deals with homeowners direct? Okay. Before I can explain this, everyone's going to have this doubt that hasn't been in the business, or if you're buying from the auction or if you're buying from the MLS, you're going to think, oh no, this, you have all this doubt. Then trust me, I had the same exact doubt. Why would a seller sell her home for 50 cents on a dollar, 60 cents on a dollar, and do seller financing? Why would anyone ever do that out of their mind, right? Okay. And when I first started in real estate, I didn't know anything about real estate. It was 2006, fourth quarter. The market had just started to crash. I knew that everyone's going to go this way, so I had to go run into the fire and buy real estate. I didn't know anything. And I went to a couple of REI clubs. I wasn't too happy with it. That's why now I created my own mastermind club. So if you want to go to a REI club and you're tired of going to all these clubs and paying 20 bucks and 20 bucks and them selling you some stuff, join the Abundance Mastermind Club. Okay, we meet every Saturday at 10 o'clock Central Time, and we meet as in a group. Okay, and it is going to be all from the comfort of your home, your iPad, your iPhone, or your laptop, etc. You don't have to drive, immigrate to someplace. Okay, and get that sales pitch at the end. All right. So if you're interested in the mastermind, check out theabundanceclub.mrnofluff.com. Again, it's theabundanceclub.mrnofluff.com, and you can learn about it there. But coming to the story of why do I deal with homeowners direct? Because that's where the invisible deals are. Why am I so lazy that I don't want competition? Because that's how nature has made me, right? Nature has made me where I don't want to stand in line and bid with a bunch of other people for a deal. I don't want to get on the MLS and, go back and forth with the two middlemen. I don't want to do that. I want to deal with the homeowners direct. I want to see them eye to eyeball. I want to help that person out. For me, it's the same exact thing as, when I'm driving by and I see a homeless guy and I go buy him food and give it to him. I see that guy direct. I get to shake his hand. No matter if he's stinky or smelly, doesn't have teeth. It doesn't matter, dude. I really ask him, hey, what's going on, man? I get to see him. So it's the same exact thing. It's that liberation of the way I feel because, for my own personal thing, okay? And the same thing happens with the home sellers, because when I help them, I really feel good. Every homeowner ever bought their home, I know them, I know their stories, and it was, I was an angel in their life, Now, I'm not the best solution, right? I'm not the best solution, because sometimes people get in a situation where, the best solution is to get top dollars, but their house can't get top dollars. For example, let's talk about a situation when someone retires or they're downsizing because their income got cut off and they can't afford their home anymore, right? That's not a best solution. Or someone that's going through a divorce. That's not a best solution. And they can't afford the house anymore, or mostly can't deal with it. Or someone's, lost someone they love and they can't deal with their situation or the home, or brings them bad memories. So the point of this story is that I only deal with motivated home sellers, and that's the invisible deal pot, okay? And some of you guys that have bought deals from wholesalers, those are they're buying from the invisible deal pot too, because they deal with the homeowners direct. Now, Not out of 10 people out there that want to sell a home, not all 10 are going to want to do this. Maybe out of 10, 1 or 2 or 3 will be motivated. The other 7 are going to do the traditional path. There's that married, okay? Like, for example, what is customary? Like, when you were brought up just like me, we thought, hey, we have to go to elementary, junior high, high school, college to come out and have a job. And then when we did that, many of us had to do commutes in traffic, sit in cubicles, and it really wasn't exactly what they thought that we thought we were signing up for, right? We just became part of the machine. So, but that's a different story. But many people are going to go that traditional way. So they're going to hire a real estate agent and they're going to try to sell their home, and we'll all have success that way. Those are not my customers, and I'm totally fine with that. And if you want to deal with those invisible customers or deals, you got to be okay with like 70%, 80% are not going to be your customers. And you can't be chasing those people, because if you chase those people, you're going to have feelings of this doesn't work. You're going to have feelings of desperation. You're going to have feelings of sadness and depression, and your money being gone because you're chasing the wrong people. So the way I teach my students and the way I do business is that, hey, I am the pawn shop of real estate. Okay, I'm the pawn shop of real estate. Not everyone comes to the pawn shop, and I'm okay with that. I don't want everyone to come. I don't have enough money to buy everyone's home. Okay, so I'm just a pawn shop of real estate. No matter if I have billions and billions, there's so many homes that I can't buy everyone's home, right? So I'm a pawn shop of real estate. I only deal with specific people that actually are motivated. Okay, now they can be motivated because of 2 reasons. Right? 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. They have a financial situation motivation. That means like they lost their job downsize, anything that constricts their money they used to make can make a financial motivation. Okay. Or like, for example, they bought 2 homes and then I got to make 2 payments. Okay. So it doesn't have to just always be negative, like, a death in the family and the money shrink. Which the death in the family also brings me to point number 2. The second reason someone will be motivated is they have what's called emotional motivation. Okay, emotional. And I've been emotional and motivated person myself. Like I just explained to you guys, I sold my house on the MLS, $120,000 below the market, and I still made money, right? But I wanted to move real fast and sell and go pursue my journey of not accumulating and finding inner peace, finding inner enlightenment, okay, versus climbing a mountain and then want to climb another one and then want to climb another one. And it's kind of like, if I win the championship, I want to win it next year. And then next year, can I just, and I was tired of that. And because I would go out there and win, right? And then there was more to life that I wasn't getting. And after multiple conquering, I realized that, hey, this is something more to that. But the story for you guys, for the invisible deals, is that there's people out there. I'm just telling you, I was a motivated person. That's why I'm sharing it with you. And I sold. Okay. So why was I motivated? I wasn't financially motivated. I was just emotionally motivated. So there's 2 types of motivated sellers. When you're in the business of finding invisible deals or being a pawn shop, just like me, there's 2 invisible situations or processes or situations that make people motivated. One is financial, the other one's emotional. Okay, emotional. Now, out of these 2, I don't like financial motivated people because they're desperate, they're shady, there's not that much equity. I like what's called emotional motivated sellers. I like to deal with these people like myself, that I was selling my home and I was still going to make 80 to 100,000. I don't remember what it is. It was 2 years ago. And I sold it for 120,000 less because I wanted to sell it fast. I was emotionally motivated. I wasn't financially, I was emotionally. And what I've realized that when I deal with emotionally motivated homeowners, I usually get the best deals. I get the best deals. Like they have money in the bank, but I just don't want to deal with it anymore. For some reason, they just want to, for me, I wanted to just move on to my inner journey piece and stop accumulating, because every time I expanded, I wasn't getting any happier. I was just happy. I didn't have joy. Okay. But other people might be retired landlords. They may be emotionally motivated because their wife just passed away or their husband just passed away. They might be emotionally motivated because, a death in the family. They might be emotionally motivated because they're terminally ill. They might be emotionally motivated because so many things, guys. I can't sit here, but everything under the moon and the stars. Have you ever been feeling bad? So if you ever been feeling bad to that point and you have some stuff and you don't want it anymore, then these people are perfect for the pawn shop business. So to summarize it up, guys, to find invisible deals that no one else does, you cannot go to the auction, you can't go to the MLS, you can't go do that kind of stuff because everyone else is doing that. You have to use your imagination, your creativity, which is the most powerful thing over an iPhone, over an iPad, guys. You're it, dude. Okay. I know systems have made us think that we're not it because we're A's or B's or C's or D's, etc. Okay. But I'm telling you, you're more powerful than the most powerful AI that we have or supercomputer that we have right now. Okay. So if you want to get those invisible deals, you can't go through the traditional way. You have to use your imagination, your creativity, and you have to deal with homeowners direct. And there's two types of homeowners. You have what's called emotionally motivated and you have what's called financially motivated. And they're both for good deals. I prefer to deal with only emotional motivated more than financially motivated because I've learned that there's not that much equity in these properties, or I have to cure the loan, because what I like to do is just take over people's payments. What I like to do is do seller financing. What I like to do is not use the bank, not use credit or debt to income, because I don't like central banking. I don't like people that want to enslave me, that print money fakely. And then, why not just use someone else's credit that's already got this loan and they don't want it anymore, and because they're emotionally motivated, and I can go in there and just take it over. Why not do that? Okay. So that's what I prefer to do. Now, I prefer to buy houses at 60 cents, 50 cents, 40 cents on a dollar. But as you guys know, if you're experienced and if you're new, there's not that many people that can give you their home at 40 cents to 60 cents on a dollar, because majority of people in America are in debt and they live paycheck to paycheck. And the majority of real estate are, financed or refinanced, or, real estate property or home equity loans. And so people don't have equity. Okay. Out of the 10 people, there's only in America, all over America, on an average, out of 10 people, maybe 2 to 3 people may own their house free and clear. The other 7 people, I would say 8 people, right, have debt on it. Okay. One way or another. It's a home equity loan, or if it's a purchase price mortgage, or so on and so on, guys. All right. So it's very hard to find these deals where you can that 40, 50 cents. Now, are they out there? Absolutely. Am I being like, no, they're not out there? No. You got to just dig, dude. You got to know that, hey, you got to talk to so many people to find the people that have equity. And then out of those people, you got to talk to so many of those people to find the people that are motivated to give you their equity at a deep discount for whatever reason. Okay. So simply put, you're powerful. If you use your imagination and creativity, you don't need a bank, you don't need a credit, you don't need a college degree, you don't need some kind of specialty certification, you don't need anything. You have everything already inside you, guys. And if you want to challenge yourself to the most extreme, then join the Abundance Club Mastermind, guys. We meet once a week, right? It costs less than a cup of coffee. It costs way less than most REI clubs charge when you pay them $20. You drive out there, you got to commute, sit in traffic, and then try to sell you something. In this mastermind, my only purpose, my only goal is to take your business to the next level, because I know if I can take your business to the next level, you're going to come back and reinvest to me, right? Why not? Because I just helped you to take your business to the next level. Now, I have a variety of different people that I can help out, from anything from real estate, okay, investors, agents, short sales, brokerages, whatever, guys. Auto, if you're in the auto business, sales business, if you're in the apartment business, if you're in the landlording business, if you're in the restaurant business, I helped out franchisees. If you're in the IT, guys, I've been doing IT since since when AOL was competing with Net Zero for dial-up age, guys. If you're looking to outsource, I've been outsourcing since that time. Because IT was so expensive back in the days, and I used to hire people in India, hire people in Pakistan, and pay them like $50 for the whole month, because back then, 10, 15 years ago, we didn't have so much inflation like we have now. If you remember, back in the days, gas was 89 cents. Today it's like $3 or $4. Depends where you are in the nation, guys. So that's inflation, but that's a different story. I don't want to get into it. But hustle and bustle. Don't take no for an answer. If you like these videos, join the Abundance Club. Let me actually interact with you. Let me evaluate your business. Let me evaluate your mission, your goal, and let's see what we can do to take you to the next level without debt, without the credit cards, without just, and this, dude. Peace.